The DK and Mario rivalry has been around since the beginning of gaming, going all the way back to the arcade days when arcades ruled the gaming scene. But there's more than meets the eye to this, and it's time to jump right into it. Now let's jump some barrels, kill some Goombas, and see where this theory takes us. Now this theory is a very interesting theory, and it comes to me from an article on Reddit. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description so you guys can go ahead and read it in case I'm not clear enough in something and you guys want to check out something along the lines. Now basically what this theory is saying is Donkey Kong killed Mario and Luigi's father. Now it may seem a little crazy, but let's jump into some of the facts. Now let's start off here. We go all the way back to this is Donkey Kong Country, and as you see here, Cranky Kong is the person right there. And this is pointing out the fact that Cranky Kong of Donkey Kong Country and all the other Donkey Kong games after that was the original Donkey Kong from the arcade game that we see in the opening scene, where making his son, the present DK, the one that you see right there, the one that's dancing, is the present DK and is technically Donkey Kong Jr. Now, like I said, this is actually canon. Like in the very beginning of that clip, you saw the Cranky Kong on top of it. As you'll see in this next clip, this is another clip from Donkey Kong Country. Cranky Kong is talking about how games used to be and how he used to be back in the day, how things were coin operated, things like that. Basically, it's talking about how the arcade used to be a lot better than current gen consoles with all their fancy graphics and doodads and stuff. Basically, what that clip is going down. Now, next up on our evidence is the present Mario and Luigi are the same age as Donkey Kong Jr. or the DK that we know in all the games. This is evident because in this game, which is Yoshi Island DS, all the Mario characters, Peach, Wario, Bowser, Mario, DK, are all babies, all around the same age roughly. So this basically puts them all at about the same age, and that's basically what we gather from this game. And it's also good to note that it would be impossible for an adult Mario to be in a game with an adult Donkey Kong Jr. It's just not possible, because you see this timeline, they're both babies at the same time, and the game in the arcade had already taken place, making that adult Mario. Now you may be asking, well, how does the game Donkey Kong Jr. work then? Well, this is the game, if you're watching in the background, where Mario is the antagonist, where he's whipping and carrying Cranky Kong in a cage, which is his original DK, and DK Jr. climbs to save him. Now let's clarify. The Donkey Kong Jr. you see in this game is the DK from all the newer games. And the DK that is in the cage up there, that is Cranky Kong, because he's the original DK. And it makes perfect sense now to imagine a world where the Mario in this game is not the Mario we see in all future Mario games either. This is actually Jumpman, or we'll get to it in a second, but this is actually Jumpman. We'll get to why that's important in just 1 second. Now, going along with what I just went over, this is some footage from the original Donkey Kong where Mario, who we think is Mario actually being Jumpman, is actually our protagonist, where he's trying to take down the Donkey Kong, who turns out in later games to be, as we discovered, to become Cranky Kong in later Mario games. Now, like I said, this Mario that we're seeing here, we think he's named Mario, is not actually the character that we see in future Mario titles. This is not the guy from Super Mario 64. That is not the character from Super Mario Sunshine or anything like that. This is actually Jumpman. Now this is actually footage again from Donkey Kong Jr. And then, like I said before, just to reiterate what I've said before, the Donkey Kong in the cage becomes Cranky Kong. The Donkey Kong Jr. who you play as the protagonist in this game becomes the DK that we know from the N64 games and later. And the Mario that you see in this game is Jumpman. Now why that's all important is to clarify between the two characters. Now you see here, this is Jumpman, who is chasing after Pauline. Now Pauline is who he's trying to save in the original Donkey Kong game. This is very different from what Mario is trying to do. As you'll see in this next picture, Mario is always trying to save his love, who is Princess Peach. Two totally different characters, two totally different people. It's very, very integral to this theory that we pound this into your head, that Jumpman is not the same person as Mario. Now I just also wanted to reiterate on this just a little bit more. So the person you're seeing in this game, which is Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, this is the actual Mario that we have all come to know and love. This is the one you see in N64, in GameCube, the Wii U. This is the Mario that we know and we love, and it is not the same person as Jumpman. Now, how do we know that these two are connected? Well, we take a look here. This is the original ending of Yoshi Island, the one for, I believe, was for the NES. After you've beaten the entire game, you watch all the credits, it goes to this cutscene that you're seeing in here in the background, and it is not exactly 100% confirmed by Nintendo, but this is what the theory says. Now, the theory says that this is Pauline and Jumpman having their kids. Now, that is to say that Pauline and Jumpman are the parents of Mario and Luigi. The one that we know in all the new generation games of Mario, that is the person being born. And you see right here, it says that there's 2 heroes born or something along those lines. That it doesn't really show their face, it doesn't show who they are, but it just shows the babies were born right there. And we can go ahead and assume that they are the sons of Pauline and Jumpman, Jumpman is the person you're seeing in this game who is the antagonist. And now this is where it gets interesting. Because at the end of this game, what you're seeing right now, which is Donkey Kong Jr., at the end of this game, the antagonist dies. And it's been confirmed. This is actually confirmed by Nintendo that the antagonist dies at the end of this game. And you'll see it. I believe this is the very last level, and I believe he's about to win, and the antagonist dies. Now, this goes perfectly along with why, fitting with our theory that the Mario in this game is not the Mario from our new games, because they're, in fact, his son. As you see right here, Mario has a halo above his head, and here is a closer-up image of what that is. As you can see, Mario, or who we thought was Mario, was in fact Jumpman, is in fact dead, and the person who killed him is Donkey Kong Jr., who is, in fact, the Donkey Kong we see in the newer generation games. So there you have it. I have this one last graphic to show you guys, just to break down a little bit more. As you guys can see, the original DK is Cranky Kong, and the original Mario is, in fact, Jumpman, who married Pauline, had 2 children who are Mario and Luigi, and then Donkey Kong Jr. later becomes Donkey Kong, and they always verse each other. That's why they have this giant rivalry, because he killed Mario and Luigi's father. There you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it if you guys could go ahead and drop a like on this video. It'd be so helpful to my channel, guys. You guys have no idea how much it helps out my channel when you guys hit that like button. And if this video hits to 550 likes, as always, I put out next week's theory a day early for you guys. You guys have been killing it on that lately, so make sure you guys are mashing that like button as much as possible. And you guys can feel free to subscribe to my channel for more game theories, cartoon conspiracy theories, along with Titanfall, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all kinds of gaming content coming your way over my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to get some more. And as always, guys, have a good day and game the fuck on. Until next time, guys, peace out.